Okay, I am live. Okay, let me see who comes in. Today is Sunday, y'all. 5 people. Hello, Maria. How you doing, sweetheart? Today is Sunday. I had a request for a reading. I don't know whether I'll be here today or I might have to do a phone call, but I'm making myself, hello, Patrick, available. Why my children are loud? Hold on a minute. They still loud. I'm in the apartment, y'all. It's just loud. Just loud. Let me see. Two, 515. Okay. Oh, really? Hello, Mountain Girl. I don't know. I just decided to know, come on, make myself available. Um, I I don't think I make myself available enough. I probably do need to start making myself available more often. Um, probably at least coming on, if I'm not on here, but 30 minutes a day or something. Find a spot to at least come on live at least 30 minutes a day because, I do have Zoom. I am paying for it to be able to come on here and talk to you guys and bring you guys on. So I'm not making really great use of it. And I needs to. And y'all are my family and y'all need to, help me come up with some ideas, because my mind is everywhere. And I tell y'all guys, my mind is everywhere. Hello, Caroline. Hello, Debbie. Um, she was saying things before you spoke, and her heart felt a noticeable heaviness. Yeah, I mean, Patrick, you do great things, and you now getting discovered. Um, you, oh, thank you, Mountain Girl. You, when I read your cards, I knew you were special. It was just a mountain time. It was just, a mountain time for everybody else realized it. You know, I'm like, I got to share. I don't mind sharing. You wonderful. It be greedy and selfish of me not to share somebody wonderful as you. Hello, Delaney. Yeah, it is. Hello, Joanne. And when did you? on Milky Way show that I was looking at. Hello, G. What's that you, Joanne? What's that you on Milky Way show? I know, Patrick. Yeah. How you gonna go on Milky Way? You ain't never came on here with me. I'm like, I know that's not your hand. No, that's not my girl. Oh, I mean, like, no, Patrick. I know you don't have a big ego. No, it's not that you have a big ego. Hello, Brian. It's not that you have a big ego and that I say, nah, I have to share you because you just that special of a person, you know. So now I know I have to take a step back and let the world have you now. I know. Well, Joanne, you did such a great job. I could not tell that you had never done it before, my dear. You seem like a natural. You really seem like a natural, my sweets. I'm a man. You need to speak more regular, sweetheart, because you seem like a natural. Patrick, everybody love you. They know I speak the truth. And for a long time, I kept looking at your numbers like, why is his numbers not moving? You and Laura, you know, um, still need to work on Laura because Laura, all that talent, and now she's coming out her box a little bit. I don't know whether y'all know it or not. She's another one that is kind of shy, but now she's speaking and she's doing card readings. She's at least putting her voice out there and she's reading cards, on her YouTube page. So she's taking baby steps, but she's doing that. And so if y'all hadn't noticed about Laura, Laura Van also, I hope I'm saying her last name right. Laura, the artist, our artist, Laura Van Audsel, VANAUDALLS, I think. Um, she's doing card readings, but she's using her voice. She's not coming on camera yet. She's still a camera shy, but she's doing a little card readings. They look, card readings on her channel now, and she's using her voice. So she's taking steps. She's taking steps. So, you know, sooner or later, I mean, she shows her face. We know what she looks like, but she still look camera shy. But she's coming forward. Um, yeah. And my girl Maria, boy, she a natural. Maria is another. She's a natural. She jumped out there, and boy, I had Maria on the show and wind up putting her on a big show, which was a Wayne show. I hope she copied that to her channel. I hope you got that on your channel, being on the Wayne show. And then went on Trisha's show, and I hope you got that on your channel too. Of you being on Trisha's show and Wayne's show. I hope you got that, copy that, and put that on your channel to show that you've been on these Wayne's channel and Trisha's channel. Usually when we go on other people's channel, they don't usually mind you putting it on your channel, showing that you've been on their channel. Hello, Zora. I couldn't tell you was nervous. You did wonderful. Oh, Caroline. Oh, you next. Do you have Zoom? You can download Zoom. If you download the free app Zoom, you can come on here with me. Hello, Experimental. See those numbers I put in? When you download Zoom, you can key in those numbers and you can come on here with me. That's how people come on with me. And you can, this is family. This is family. And this is how you break your ice right here. This is family right here. So if you want to break the ice, you can do it right here. Because let me tell y'all something. I was one of the shyest people you ever wanted to meet. Public speaking, getting up in front of a crowd, people speaking, was not me. I was the one behind the shadows. I stayed in the back. I was never a front man. Hello, New America. You want to come on? Did you see the numbers? Maria, did you want to come on, boo boo? Not boo boo. I'm sorry. I'm talking. Did you want to come on, sweetheart? Oh yeah, I was watching her when you was walking from the mailbox. Then I was watching you when you was doing the dang, what was you doing? You like an altar thing. I forgot what you call what you had. So I'm like, you had different things on there. I'm like, this is interesting. She has a YouTube page going on. Um, do you ever advertise your stuff? I mean, I don't advertise mine. Like talking about it. But do y'all, just need to get it out there a little bit. I need to get mine out there a little bit too. I'm guilty, too, because my subscription is kind of low too. I'm guilty too. But we need to figure out how to get like-minded people together. You know, I don't mind, that having like-minded people come together. Hello, Max. Because some people really need to be heard. Patrick was one of them with his subs being so low, and he had so much to offer, and putting him out there, and his subs was still real low, under 100. Lord, there was another one. We barely got her over 100. And she has so much talent, so much talent. And it's the I don't know, it's the good people that seems to be the ones that's not seen. Y'all notice that? Oh, speaking of the devil, Lord have mercy. Speaking of, look who's here, Laura. Hello, Laura. She heard me talking about it. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, Joanne. I guess I did. Hello, Shannon. We still need to manifest you on Rex's Shannon too, Laura. That was my goal too, and you as well. Because he loves art, and you're a great artist. And that's how I figured we need to get you and Rex together because he loves art and you're a great artist. So, people, we need to work on that too. Yes, Max. I believe that. We are. Oh, yes, Debbie. That's the best thing is looking for like-minded people. Um, so you that's what I did at the beginning. I found like-minded people so that I could fit in, And the things that I said didn't sound strange to them. They understood what I was saying. And um, I understood what they were saying. Um, that helps a lot when you can communicate with someone and they not think you're crazy. Or you ask a question and they don't look at you like, why are you asking that? Um, because I don't have nobody to talk to around here. And I tell people that I don't have nobody I can just go talk to randomly around me. I have to come here and ask questions on certain matters. I don't have the freedom to do that around me. Um, Hello, Ice Station. And people will not understand the type of questions that I would ask. They wouldn't understand my thoughts or why I think the way I do. This is why this community is so important to me because otherwise I've been drawing myself crazy and will know because will nobody understand me. So finding like-minded people keeps you sane. Oh goodness. Hello, Stephanie. Yes, yes. Nobody's coming in. I done put the number out there. Don't nobody want to come in with me. I know. No friends, no nothing. I got associates. I got, you know, like one major friend, but we have a limit on what we talk about. She knows what I do. Um, she ain't all the way with what I do, and we just keep it on a level. We just don't go there. Hello, Mother Nature. We just don't go there. And that's pretty much it. Me, work, food pantry, basically it. Oh, everything's fine. Hello, Robin. That's a lot. I'm just telling you how I see it and how I come to terms with it. For me, everybody ain't the same. Group wise. Um, Hello, Charlotte. Ice Station. Let me see. Tired of being attacked by the demons in my mom. Possibly. Mother Nature. Yes. I'm trying to go back to Mountain Girl. Are you in here? You got the key in those numbers I put in there. Go into Zoom and go to join and key in those numbers I put in there. Very angry. Hmm. Hello, Angel.
Hey, warrior. You'll always be everyone's favorite princess. I wish you had a crown on your head.
How you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Just been in a bit of a few issues today. Earlier today, I made one of my videos that I've had unlisted and privated for a little over a year public today, and some people are taking a bit offense to it because the video that I made public earlier today was an old video back in September of 2017 when I had hit my first 100 subscribers on my channel, and I did a little bit of a music cover called "My Subscribers Love Me Just the Way That I Am." And in the back of the video, I had a Confederate flag that I don't have anymore, but some people took offense to that. But I know that that kind of stuff is a bit nowadays racy and controversial. But the thing is, back when I did this video, it wasn't that big a bar. But nowadays, I don't have it anymore because of what we live in today.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in addition to that, I went to church a little bit ago for the afternoon service to get a word of God in me. And then I also have been testing out my new computer
Oh, okay.
because I recently got a new HP Pavilion gaming laptop, and I've been testing it out for a few days and a few weeks. But I shouldn't say a few weeks because I got the computer this past Wednesday, and it's definitely more of a better specs and such than my previous Lenovo computer. But that was giving me such a headache of how many issues my Lenovo was giving me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, things have been a bit dicey today, but for the most part, I've had a great week.
Okay. So the goodness outweighed the badness.
Yeah, the goodness outweighed the badness, but but it's just that today I've been filled with bad things from another. But the goodness was more. I would say all this week, about the 94% of it was good, while 6% of it was bad, and the 6% happened today.
Okay. Well, scoot that 6% on out the way. That 94% was great. Well, don't even worry about that 6%. Don't let it ruin because you know 94% was good. Don't worry about that little 6%.
You got way too much positivity to worry about that 6%.
Yeah,
Way too much.
you got too much positive for that.
94 up here, 6 down here, and it's just coming at the end. That means you're getting that little bit out the way to get that rest of the 100 plus more. You got
Let's
this.
get that on out the way. Don't even let that bother you, baby.
You know that you're doing well and you see it continue.
Yep. You striving, Angel.
I'm striving.
You striving. You striving excellence, baby.
Thanks. Thanks.
Really good.
Hey, but are you a boy or a girl? The person down there underneath us, are you a boy or a girl?
I'm a female.
Kind of for a second there, it looked like you were a male there. But I guess it's just the way my eyes are representing it.
No, I'm a female.
Just making sure.
Thank you.
You must be, before you say something, trying to rap, huh?
Sort of.
Angel.
What?
Trying to be sweet. Make sure you hit it right before you try to be sweet. Oh, what you do there?
What do? I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Stay at home mom? Okay.
Yeah. Recently figured out who I am, and I'm embracing it. So, I'm just learning.
You learning?
Yes, a lot of learning and accepting. Because for a long time,
So basically, it's like a learn. So basically, what you're saying is you're going through a learning curve.
No, not a learning curve per se. To me, it's more of a learning experience. Because for so long, growing up being black, it was considered a mental disability or crazy that I could see things or I knew things or felt things or deja vu type experiences, and it was always chopped off as I was just playing or I had a wild imagination. Well, I'm older and I make a lot of decisions on my own now, and I'm doing a lot more research and I'm accepting who I am.
My mama was like, I would call my mama like a seer. You know what I'm saying? She could see things like before it happened. So I can relate to that. She could tell you when something's gonna happen before it actually happened. So I'll call her like a seer. So you kind of like a seer.
It's a weird experience, and for so long on one side of my family, which has this ability, it's no longer talked of. It's no longer spoken of. So I went to one of my elders and I started describing things. And for a while, we worked on it. She let me know what to, look about from based off of my family's history. And I basically went from there. And for a while, I wouldn't speak on it because in today's world, it's considered hallucinations or is considered, out of this world or just not right. And that's not true. It is very possible to see vibrations and auras and things that other people can't.
Yeah. So instead of talking about it, they try to make it seem like you were just crazy. So you were just heard about
my childhood, I was crazy. And when I was able to actually describe what I would see or what I would hear or what was going on, it was like, okay, we're going to take this mask off and here's what's really going on. You're old enough to know now, and we're going to tell you everything. And they told me a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, for a while, I was running from it and fighting it, and I was choosing to agree with, yeah, I might be crazy. I really just might be, a little thrown off. No, I'm not. I'm just gifted, and I'm patient, and I'm understanding of it.
Right, right. Because my daughter, she's running from hers right now. I'm trying to get her to
It's
say
scary.
she's running from her gift right now. Because she sees things, but I'm trying to get her to embrace it. But
I don't
right
know
now,
how to describe it.
she's running from hers. Because, my mama has something, and, it passes down. These gifts pass down. You know, it's funny how the gifts pass down, but they do. Um, my daughter
It's,
sees
it's
things,
powerful.
and she's trying to run from it. She's doing her best to run from it.
For a long time, I wanted to believe that I could chop it off as maybe I'm stressed out. Maybe it is because I haven't been wearing my glasses, or maybe it is because of what I was watching. No, you're watching what you're watching because it intrigues you, and it brings out a part of understanding to me.
mhm.
When I stopped running from it and I actually took the time to actually just look, not be involved, but take the time to let things come to me and let them play out, it really didn't scare me as bad as I thought.
How old are you?
28.
Okay.
I don't feel it.
She's 22. So it still might take her a little while. I'm just trying to just about when she probably stopped running from hers. That's why I asked your age, because she's still running from hers.
I I've been like this since I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, I never wanted to tell anyone because I didn't feel like they would believe me. And then when I did speak out about it, it was considered you're crazy or you're just trying to get attention because I was the only girl and I was the youngest. That wasn't the issue. I had attention, affection, all of that. But the fact that I saw things and I knew of something that I did not understand, yet I was afraid of believing because I did not know of it, put me in an awkward state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's more of I am embracing it, and I would hear things like the Mercury retrograde situation. When I opened my mind and thought back of the times and ways in the years past and the decisions that I made, it was based off of the things changing in the world. I
Mm-hmm.
was sitting here earlier watching a video with Maria, and I asked her to pause the video because I wanted to say something, but I couldn't figure out how to get my words out because I've been so afraid to say it out loud for so long. I don't want it to come out in a chopped up sentence. Even
Mm-hmm.
though it came out in a chopped up sentence to me, when she hit play, it was what the man said.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we would go into this store that's up here, and for some reason, I would just go to the pendulum section.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just stand there, and it was like this awkward feeling. I never would touch anything because I didn't quite understand what I would be touching. So therefore, I would just look. But this feeling of amazement and peace comes over me. It's points in times that I can feel things around me, or I can pick up on things, or I don't. I can't say I don't like it, but I'm not sure how to go about the fact that I can be that person that will walk up to a stranger and say, "Hey, I'm not going to be the one that pray with you, over you, or for you, but you need to pray, or you need to have someone pray for you, or whatever." It feels like my feet guide me before I can guide myself.
Mm-hmm.
When my daughter was born, which she's about to be 8 in 7 days, I looked at her and there was a feeling of she's been on this earth before. I
Mm-hmm.
can look I can look in people's eyes, never see their name, never know their name, and I can feel something about them. Or it's like I feel something from a past life. And it's like I can feel it in me to the point I have to look away or I don't make eye contact with people. This is my daughter. I don't make eye
Mm-hmm.
contact with people because I know how powerful and what I feel. It's almost like I can see a story in people's eyes. So I don't go outside. I don't go in public. I don't walk with my head up. I just read and stay to myself because I don't know what to do. I
Okay.
don't know what's real or what's not real. But I do believe, not in the sense of carelessly, but I believe in everything. I was raised to respect and understand things regardless of if I choose to believe it personally or not.
Okay. I can relate to going out because I know sometimes when I go out and I'm around a lot of people, it seems like all my energy is drawn. And by the time I make it home, I'm weak.
Whew.
It's like I'm weak. Now it's
Mm.
not that I have to make eye contact. That part is not, it's just being around a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people sometimes. Like, if I go to Walmart or something, or and I'm around a lot of people, I get drained.
It feels like she's in my head because when I go into Walmart, I go to Walmart 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. If I go to Walmart in the middle of the day before I can get inside the store, I'm an athletic person. I have no excuses to be in a lazy, obese, or anything like that. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but for my own health reasons, I have no reason to physically be tired. But when I come out of there, it's this drained, emotional feeling to the point where I have to go home and lay down and meditate. It's kind of like I have to regroup myself because I can stand in a room of people and I can feel some people take some of my energy,
Yeah,
or I can feel someone around me upset and it's like my stomach will hurt or I'll feel sick.
yeah. Because I've
For
made
a long
videos on that. Um, I've made videos on there, like, is there something I can do for, about that? Because I was like asking for help. Um, was there something I could do for that? Because I was asking the community, what could I do, for that? And they was talking about trying to put a bubble around me to where it don't affect me when I go out into public, a protection bubble. Because some of this is that I'm still learning too. And this is why this community is great because, I get knowledge from everybody. And sometimes they tell you, Maria, your mic is muted, baby.
Okay.
Totem crystals or something with you probably would help. Maria, do you have, about I did make a video about complaining about going out in public and all your energy being drawn by the time you make it home. I did make a video on that. Because it happens to my son too. Because he get home and he's grown, he be drained as well. My oldest son. Um, so I'm not sure, if he's got some type of gifts going on, but he's having the same effect I'm having. Uh, my mama, she kind of pushed stuff here and there, but I was told my great grandfather was a powerful man. And so whatever came through his bloodline, spread it.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, so I've been getting into my family history for a very long time now. And from my understanding, it was a very well known medicine man in my bloodline, my great grandfather. And he was physically, he wore all white. He looked like the colonel from KFC. From my
Mm-hmm.
understanding, he was dressed in all white, and that's what he was They didn't call him or consider him a root doctor per se, but he was known as the medicine man or the doctor. He went across the world a lot. So therefore, I know which side of my family all of this comes from. I'm at a point of understanding it and not so much controlling it, but acknowledging the right points in time to use it. Because I'm a very respectable person and I'm a firm believer that in sense, like with your daughter, she's not ready. That's a personal decision. I don't want to be the one that approach someone and it freaks them out and they never step into their rightful being because of a person who's new yet excited and wants to be in this world, who's not ready or know the timing of when to use it.
Mm-hmm. But see, the good thing is your daughter ain't gonna have to fear because you're gonna be right there helping her with it. Like, even though my daughter is like she is, she knew, my mom just died, only a few years ago. So we've been around this pretty much all her life. Okay. She's not new to the game. She just don't want to accept it.
And see, with my issue, my dad passed away in 2005. According to every family member, including my mother, my dad knew I was a special person. And my dad always kept me close to him, taught me a lot of things the same way I do with my child. I believe in every why has an answer and it's not be quiet. Mm-hmm. So therefore, when he passed away, it was like I lost my mentor. And everything that we talked about secretively, well, not secretively, but comfortably. And my mom, she respected what my dad had to offer and what he said to her. So therefore, she never interfered. As the wife, she took part in whatever else that she did throughout the day. But when it came to what I was learning and what was invested in me was solely between me and him. We left off on respecting. And so from the time of 14 to accepting this at the age of 26, it's been, what do I do? Where do I go from here? And I know what I feel. I know what I see. And I know that there's more out there.
I can relate to that. I relate to that so much. I relate to that. Because when my mother passed away, that was my rock. That was the one that could help with the gifts. That was the main key. When I lost that, I lost everything.
I feel like when it came to my dad, he knew because it came from his side. The things that I'm speaking from and of, I know came from my dad's side of the family. Mm-hmm. And he knew that I was, not saying that my brothers aren't special, but he knew that it was a gift within me. Mm-hmm. So now that I'm older and I remember him and I know what I feel now, it's times where I feel him around me or I feel like I may have had a dream, but I'm not sure. But it's so much happening in the atmosphere. And when you first started your live, you mentioned a comment of you feel things, but you don't know how to say it because you don't know if anybody else will feel it. Earlier today, Maria was letting me listen to the sounds of the other planets and things. There's points in times where I'll hear something kind of close to it, but I can't quite put it into words. Mm-hmm. When I was a child, I would say things that sound like complete gibberish to my dad, and he knew what I was talking about. And now it's like I get onto YouTube and I step into a community of my childhood gibberish is real. That wasn't him feeding into my imagination as a parent. That was my mentor tapping in and understanding what I was speaking on. Yeah. And now I'm back with people and a community of people who understand the same. Right. I'm excited.
Yeah. This is crazy. I mean, I met Stephanie I've been in the apartment complex like a whole year before I actually met her. It's like I was drawn to that particular apartments. I was drawn to her. She would tell me things, and I just basically told her, no, you're not crazy. No, you're starting to be in tune with yourself, listen to yourself, be true to yourself. No, you're not crazy.
I was completely content in believing I was delusional, that the people that I saw, or the spirits, or the auras, or the colors around people. One night I seen an angel in the sky, a full shape forming angel, and it was an experience that was jaw dropping and skin chilling. Like, it's beyond words of describing it, because it was at a point in time of questioning my religion as well throughout this process. Because I feel like this whole process will question everything about you and who you truly are.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start to see things, when you see things and confirmations and guidance and angels, and you believe and you understand and you feel your ancestors, you have no choice but to embrace it. And I mean no harm by it, but I have some very powerful ancestors, and I wouldn't say that they're mad at me currently, but they are refusing to stop pushing me, if that makes sense. I say that at the end of every sentence, if it makes sense, because I feel like I say things that don't make sense. But in its own being, I can feel something around me that's telling me, go ahead, you're normal. This is you. This is what you are. Don't be afraid of it. Be patient.
Yeah. The angel, I've never seen an angel. However, my mama described an angel that appeared before her. And she said the angel was so bright, it lit up her whole room. So I know about people seeing angels because my mama saw one. She said it was so bright, it lit up the whole room. Um, yeah.
Shortly after my father passed away, maybe 3 or 4 months, I'm not sure, my brother was hit by a car. He should have died because his body was swung off of a bike and into the air. And out of it all, he only broke a portion of his face. He proceeded to tell us that not only did he see my dad, but he seen my dad transform into an angel and sit above a light until the paramedics got there. I don't know if I should consider all the things that I see, because I do believe in shape shifting things, but I do know that the angel that I saw that night, it wasn't a cloud. This was a pure white, playing a flute, gliding through the sky, passing over our apartment complex. Really, I want to say really functional, but it was so graceful, and I was not alone. And being that I'm gifted, I feel like I'm alone at times. I feel like I'm alone in a room full of people. So therefore, that can be energy draining as well. Because sometimes I feel like I can feel other people's spirits and souls speaking to me. And as much as I'm sitting here talking to you, I don't talk a lot. So I'm not always as open about it or want to hear it, because I don't know how to react, or I don't want to feel like I'm sitting here talking to something that is not here, but I feel it and I know it's here.
Right. The only thing I noticed about recently is, I guess, that empath. I can sit up and talk to somebody. Like if somebody call me that needs me, I get people who contact me who's in need of, just need to talk. And one time I had a lady who contacted me, just need to talk. And we messaging, and all of a sudden I started getting pain in my chest. So she was upset, and what happened was I stopped feeling her pain. So I know that I can project people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because I start feeling her pain.
Okay. You're teaching me something right now. Projecting feelings. I said, you're teaching me something right now that's called projecting feelings.
I start feeling her pains, and I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. You really hurting right now, you know what I'm saying? So you need to calm down because I'm feeling the pains, you know what I'm saying?
Mine feels like an overload of empathy, but I know it's not my own soul. So you just told me that it's called projecting feelings.
So, this is what, want me to start doing healings because, if I'm feeling people's pain, I want to start trying to heal those pains, So I want to start doing spiritual healing because I'm feeling people's pain.
I personally want to say I feel like I can do a lot of different things, but I've recently had experiences of out feeling outside of myself. It started out as simple as, wow, I'm sitting in this chair, but I know for a fact I'm standing beside myself. I'm looking down at myself. And I can feel the different stages of it. Sometimes I can feel myself leave and I end up in this place that feels like paradise. I don't see anything necessarily, but I can feel this moment of paradise. I feel like it's points in times where I can remove myself physically from myself and speak with others that I am upset with, not necessarily to harm them, but to allow them to know that I have a feeling.
You're venting to the astral
projection? Astral projecting?
That's what she's doing.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't intend to do it. I just know in my meditation is becoming more and more intense. It all started out as, okay, sit down, relax, focus on breathing. Slowly focus on breathing. Every time you think of something else, get yourself to go back to just breathing. And then next thing I know, it's like my mind is traveling somewhere else. I'm in this relaxed state. I know I have a body, but my eyes and myself is in a whole nother room.
Mm-hmm. That's your
I've never studied certain things before. I just look up stuff and leave it at that. For a long time, I was envisioning a place on a mountain up here in North Carolina, and I did further back research. And during the slave times, when the slaves were freed, that's where my family went to, is the mountain that I kept seeing in my eyes. And I kept thinking and hearing and feeling this hymnal type song. And when I talked to my aunt, she told me everything. So it's like times that I feel like I'm snatched back, and I really feel like I'm just like pulled out of reality, and I'm taken into another time frame.
After you're done there, Miss, I'd like to tell something that I've experienced over the past year, but I'll let you finish.
You want what?
Because she's basically telling like a story of her about like people like her aunt or whatever, but I kind of like have my own sort of story that have happened to me over the past year, and but I'm gonna save it until you're finished there.
Angel.
Basically, I think what you're is the astral world. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
Learn how to do that.
That's exactly what it sounds like to me. You astral projecting into different realms.
Yep. Yep.
So, I mean, it don't sound crazy to me.
No, we don't.
That's
There's
what it
other
sounds like you're
people.
doing.
There's other people who's will have the ability to do that freely. You know,
Yeah.
I out of my whole life, I was only able to do it times two, basically unaware, and the third time I physically did it myself. But ever since then, no, I haven't been like able to astral project
I
and
ain't
want
tried to
to.
do it. I ain't tried to do it. Oh, she gone.
What happened?
I think she left. She got a call to one.
Yeah, I think she got a call on her phone.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, what was your story, Angel?
Well, it's just that over the past year, I just think that more people here on YouTube have been helping me out than my dad or my guardian have ever been, because growing up, my dad was never all that around for me, even as a child. Even though he would like look over me, there was never times whenever I needed help with something, or if I needed advice for something, or if I was like in a situation, he would never be there. He would always like have it be where as though I'm supposed to be a certain inch from him. But if I ever needed help with something, he would never be that much there to help me with. And ever since the me having a guardian on my hands, she was never that much of a help besides getting money that I need for stuff. But in terms of situations I'm in terms of advice to give, she was never that much there for me either. So two of the main people in my life who should be there for me but never much were my dad and my guardian. But over the past year, I seem to have more help with people than I would have with my dad and my guardian combined. Because in March of this year, when I was in a situation of a person trying to take advantage of me, and I was in a sense of like an area of bullying, like people were like making fun of my of the way that I speak, and then there was a few times where people would just go ahead and write out flat out call me names. And I was in such a situation that in March of this year, I spoke to a new friend of mine that I speak to on a regular basis by the name of Sid's Angel, Debbie Davis. She is a great person to go to if you ever need advice. And ever since me and her, I've just been feeling more as though she and everyone else on YouTube have helped me out, because there has been people who gave me advice in terms of what I should do with stuff. People have gave me advice in terms of how I can interact with people, and people even gave me advice in terms of how I speak. And some people also recommend taking a breather every now and then, but that never seemed to be much of a problem, because I can talk for hours on end, as you kind of are aware. Where I spoke for like almost 5 or 6 minutes without a single breather. But people can come to me, or I go to them whenever I need help. And it seems as though the people here on YouTube have helped me out more than my dad or guardian combined.
Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like that, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes a warrior princess is as crispy as a piece of chicken. Crispy warrior princess chicken.
Yeah, that's why.
You know, I'm just joking with you, warrior.
Huh?
You said, you know, I'm just joking with you.
No, I'm just saying that's why we have this community, because sometimes, people like-minded help each other more. And your community that you've built think more like you. That's why they help you more. That's what I was just saying. You built a big community for yourself. You over 1,000 now, aren't you? What, 2,000?
Right now I'm at 1,553. I was at 1,586 earlier today, but I lost 3 of my subscribers because of a video that I posted earlier today that some people took offense of, but it was a year old video and all that stuff has changed since then in that short period of time. Because a lot of things can change in a blink of an eye.
That's what I'm saying. You got a lot of support and people who think like you in your community. So you're going to have that bagging, you know? So, yes.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and focused. That's it. You got this.
Yeah. But I wish that there was someone that knew how to work OBS.
Lois, I've been working on the cards you sent me. Thank you so much. I love you so much, girl.
Oh. Does she have an inner deck of, to use herself?
Huh?
What's her name? Stephanie?
Stephanie?
Yeah.
No, I told her, you know what?
What's her name?
That I had told her I had let her hold my cards.
What is her name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, okay.
I told her that she has gifts. And I gave the cards to her in her hands. I'm like, I want you to do me a reading. Do me a reading.
So she doesn't have cards.
No.
Okay. I got something for her.
Aw. You're a blessing. I love you, Lois.
You gave her the cards that you was reading with real good.
Yes, I use my goddesses cards. I use those, right? And then
no, you can't give those away.
No, I'm not giving her. No, I let her put it in her hand to give a feel of how it is. And she felt like familiar with them. Like wow, oh snap, you know? And I was like, yes, it's time for you to have cards.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a reading.
You so good with those babies. You can't part with those.
Yes, I did her reading earlier, and then I did the reading with the deck that you sent me, and it made coincide with it, and it told her to balance her root, her solar plexus, and chakra.
I'm trying these cards out, but they're not working. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to finish working on the cards that I'm working on. That's what I was supposed to do today, is finish out working on the cards that I'm making, because I'm making another deck by hand. Because I can't seem to get my decks to work with me right.
Have you been burning sage around your cards?
Yeah, I got my sticks right here. I just I've been trying to do different cards from what I do with my reading. My collective reading. I've been trying to use different cards.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna microwave a few leftover pieces of chicken from the big batch that I made last night.
Okay.
Because it's getting about dinner time here where I live.
All right, baby. And see this angel deck right here? To be honest with you, I really shouldn't have these. But I was listening to somebody else.
Nah, you always listen to your instincts.
I was listening to somebody else, and they was like, you got to have an angel deck. And I'm like, okay.
Wow. It's whatever resonates with you. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. I made a boo-boo.
That's all right, though. We always do that.
Because, I can't even say half their names. So, Oh, now with the room cards that I made, I Raho called my name. I heard a voice, and it said Raho. Now the room cards, I know I meant to use these, but these are the ones I made. Okay,
Wow.
and I heard now the first deck I made, I used didn't use the names. I used like the smaller broken down names of the
Right.
card. I didn't use the main names. Raho. I heard the Raho of the card. So I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't use those names on my card.
Wow.
And I'm like, uh. So I got up and I remade made the cards and I put the real names, the actual names on the cards this time. And I redid the cards. So then I found the major arcana cards that went with the rune cards. So I put the rune cards with the major arcana meaning on the side of the cards. And now I put I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put because I got the zodiac signs down at the bottom. And I'm gonna break it down and put the zodiac meanings on the bottom of the cards. I can do a reading with just these cards by themselves.
Well, the other
They
night
stand
one,
alone.
well,
It ain't between some cards, but I can do a reading just by these cards by themselves. You know?
the other night, Warrior Princess, when someone was doing readings, I got one and they pulled a dolphin that represents relaxation and breathing, and when the person read it, it basically represents the person who I'm like, because every now and then people will tell me to breathe because I talk too fast.
Yeah, but I've been knowing you a long time though, sweetheart. I've been knowing you since last year sometime.
Yeah, since sometime of last year.
We've been knowing each other for a while now. So yeah. Um when I'm making, you know, what happened was I was listening to Wayne talking about trying to talk, and I was working on it too. Patrick did it with the thing first, but then I was working on it, but I was working on it through the cards. And I got sidetracked. But what I was doing was I was going through the planets and so far what I had got the runes for each planet. I had to do the research first. And then I went back, because I'm trying to make cards to pull. It's quite a bit of information. Pluto and Mars, their horoscope sign is Scorpio. Jupiter would be Sagittarius. Mercury would be Virgo. And so I was going to try to base the cards somewhat in kind of in that fashion. I'm not sure how I'm gonna put it yet. It's a lot.
I'm just amazed and awe that you actually are doing your own deck. And that's even better because it's coming from the heart. Your intention, your energy, which is good and positive, are going into them cards.
And then, but I got the meanings of the planets too. So I can just use the meanings of the planets, but then, I can use these cards to do readers on people
Yeah.
because they got some interesting meanings. The sun is the ego.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that though.
We all learn. We all learning.
Moon is emotions, which everybody kind of knew that.
Right.
Mercury, communications, thinking. Venus, harmony, affection. Mars, confidence, energy. Jupiter, prosperity, good fortune. Saturn, limitations, practicality. Uranus, individuality, inventiveness. Neptune, idealism, compassion. Pluto, transformation and power.
Wow.
So I can put those in card form.
Yes, you
You
can.
know. So I've been doing a little research here and there, trying to see how I can put this in card form. And because I got plenty of blank deck cards, because, yeah. I just, just got to figure out how I want it. The Saturn, can go through Perthro. The Moon, Isa. Jupiter, Manas. Venus, Anus. The Sun, Swoli, Sawoli. Sawoli, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Mars, Thuras. Moon, Lagos. Venus, Canals. Sun, Jara. So, I could, really do some meanings because, you can put them in so many different aspects when it comes to the planets.
When you do get them together, it's going to be awesome, Lois. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome deck.
So, I don't know why I'm gonna wind up just having homemade decks or what.
What's your gut telling you? What is your heart tells you to do?
Oh, I'm gonna have to make that one because I'm not gonna find no planet deck nowhere.
Right, right.
If it is, it's not probably gonna be what I'm looking for.
Right.
Just like, it's room decks out there. It's room cards out there, but I didn't like none of them. That's why I made my own.
Wow.
That's why I wanted to make my own because I didn't like none of them.
You are very powerful.
No, I ain't saying I'm just very powerful. I'm just.
When I say powerful, you are very in tune of who you are, in tune of your abilities. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm still feeling around, I'm still like Stephanie, I'm I might have been out here for a while, but I still feel like I'm a newbie. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm? Well, ain't we all though? Because I feel like a newbie too. I mean, especially with the tarot cards.
You
I had
know,
paying attention to them till you guys seeing you guys on live and when I seen the cards come up and I'm like, wow, I would have my own insight and it would be spot on what you guys are about to say, you know?
I still feel like a newbie. You know what I'm saying? When I'm reading my cards and they come out and I get my rhythm on, and it's just like it just, poo, 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 poo. You know, it just flow.
Yeah.
Um, and it just flow through. But I still, I tell everybody I'm still, learning. What you call that first maze, or whatever you call that thing. When you in your beginning learning stage, I feel like you need to be in it for some years before you can literally say I'm here.
Right.
You know. Now, I bought my first deck last year. I really been practicing this year. So I'm like, maybe this time next year I'll be worth something.
You worth now. What are you talking about?
So that's what I tell people. I'm not, consider myself. There you go, mountain girl, new kid on the block. All right, Max. That's what I'm talking about. I still consider myself as a new kid on the block. I've been here, right? Everybody knows me, but I still feel like I'm a new kid. I just been around a while. I've been around a while. Been around, a couple years. But these people been here way longer.
Yes, true. But I feel like when you have done them longer, if you've been doing it for so long and you're on point, it should be to the point where you don't even need to use your cards.
Mm-hmm.
You could just go ahead, start receiving that information and giving that information out, But we use the cards for.
It's almost there now. It sounds like she's almost there now.
Yeah, I've been guiding her. For about I'll say a year and a little over a year. I've been guiding her.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the big change from last year and now.
I think I got some because I just got these, and I'll probably send her these because I just got these. Just these is just like a little training tool. You can't really use these right here. This is kind of like a show and tell type that you can't really practice with these. It's kind of like learning the meaning of them, really. Which I probably could send her that because it's just really learn the basic meanings. But you can't really use them. They like guide cards, so to speak. Right. But I could send them to her so she can like learn the meanings of the regular tarot. Because I don't use regular tarot. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. The what is it? The Rider
Yeah,
tarot.
the right away. I don't really use none of the right away tarot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of based off the right away tarot because I really don't use the right away tarot. So yeah, I probably could send her that. That way she can at least get the basic um knowledge.
Your ears were ringing, Stephanie.
I
Yes.
probably my son. Oh, you're welcome, Shannon. I hope you know you it helps you out. You know what I'm saying? Um, I started this a while back. Um, when I had started gathering up decks. Before I even moved, I had gathered up decks that I wasn't using, and I'm like, why have them if I'm not gonna use them? This is
Right.
when I started giving decks out. So this started a trend because when I started out, I didn't know how to choose a deck. This is originally how I started giving out decks because I didn't know how to choose a deck of cards.
That
So
that
at the
is me.
beginning of my process, when I was watching Jeff, this was last year, and I bought my first deck. This is the deck I first bought. This is my very first deck.
Oh, okay.
This is the deck I started with. This is the deck I was using. This is the deck I felt comfortable using.
I remember you using
So
those.
I was badass with this. I can't I badass with this deck though. So um when it came to me trying to experiment with other decks, because that's the deck that Jeff has. So when I got that deck, I felt comfortable using it. Then I came badass with it because that was the only deck I had, and so I concentrated on that deck, and I really became good with that deck. So then I came out of that to try to experiment with other decks, and every time I got a deck, I didn't feel it. I had tarot dice that I wound up giving away. I had messed around and paid $150 for some cards that did not resonate. I gave those away. I had just other types of cards that I had bought and did not resonate. This is how I started giving out cards because I was buying cards that did not resonate with me. So I stopped buying expensive cards. I buy used cards and whatnot. I stopped buying used cards and everything because I'm like I can't buy all these expensive cards. So that started a trend for me helping other people get decks of cards. If I see a deck of cards that I like, I send it to somebody else instead of me getting it myself.
Oh,
I'm laughing, but what is your, no disrespect, what is your reason behind that? Because with me, I want to look into the whole card situation, but so far I have done according to what I physically feel. So therefore, I have animals, the little shapes, spirit animals, and things of that sort based off of how I feel. Is that how you pick cards, and is that your reason of giving them away?
I didn't know how to pick cards. Okay. I had to stop and start figuring out what I wanted in a card.
Okay.
Okay. So I can start picking my cards better. Instead of looking at what the card looked like, I had to stop and start figuring out what I wanted in my cards.
Yes, it's a big difference. I see what you're
Mhm.
saying.
Look
Because the
what's
Yeah.
cards, I mean, initially when you look at it, it's wow, that's pretty, it's very majestic and wow, but are you really paying attention to what the card is giving you? Is what you're
Yeah,
saying? Okay,
exactly.
okay, okay.
she
Oh,
makes
Um,
cards.
like this. Okay.
yeah, I think I might have came in on that.
I'm drawn to playing cards, you know. I like playing cards. So I have a lot of playing cards. Okay. You know, so I have different decks of playing cards. I like playing cards. So I do have a lot of playing cards in my deck. Um, that'll never go away. Um, I had to ask myself, what do I want to do in my community? I want to give my community power. So I want to give my community power. So this is one of the things I got. I got sacred power. And these cards was not a disappointment because these are the cards that I pull every morning when I do my reading. Those cards are not a disappointment. They were spot on for the thing I want to do with my community, and that's empower them. So they hit me spot on for what I want to do. Um, my other cards are based off of playing cards, the ones that I do for my collective reading every morning. If you notice, they're based off playing cards. They're not like regular tarot. They're based off tarot, but however, they're kind of like playing cards. So that tickles my fancy as well. Um, I got into stacking my cards. Um, don't know. I'm not sure when I started stacking, but I love stacking my cards. It's like I get more insight when I stack them. Still just laying three cards across. You know, you stack them cards and like you get more insight on them cards. So I love stacking.
Okay, I'm gonna spend my night looking at your page. I got some learning to do.
And then I still have my ISIS cards. Now this is another kind of empowerment card. Too, ISIS. Um, I still use those too. Um, the ancient cards are not bad, but the way I got them wasn't quite the right way. Um, because if I had a choice, I probably wouldn't have had them. It was because I was listening to someone else. Um, the deck that I'm gonna send you, I just got.
Thank you.
And it's called the Psychic Tarot. It's a brand new deck. It's not a used deck because I do buy used decks. This is a new deck, so it's not used. The Angel deck that I had bought, that was a used deck. I have to, compromise sometimes. Decks can get expensive. So I do buy used
Isn't
decks.
that different?
Okay? So,
That's a personal preference.
so I have to do what I gotta do if you want a deck, money tight sometimes, so I do buy used decks. The Angel deck that I ain't been on this was a used deck because it was cheaper.
So let me ask you this there, Warrior. When you start making your own cards, were they a bit cheaper to produce and make?
Oh, talking about the blank cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just time consuming.
Yeah, it is time consuming, but it's cheaper in the end.
Yeah, because I made my own cards, and that was a lot cheaper just to make my own.
Yeah, because if you buy it from the card place that already have them produced, that can get quite costly.
Yeah, and then I make them the way I want them. I ain't got to, worry about what they got on them, and because some of the images, I don't agree with what they have with the images. Yeah, they got so many decks out there, and it's hard to try to see what you resonate with. I do a lot of reviews first before I look at anything. It just is what it is. I like cards I can look at and read. I don't like having to look at a book to tell you the meaning. I like to lay the card down and read it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like it breaks my flow to have to stop and read a book.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to give a pause of an unsure answer per se. Like, I don't want to seem like I don't know what I'm talking about because I got to take a minute to read a paragraph, but I want to give you this reading type situation.
The cards I'm sending you, you should be able to look at the image and what it has on there and take it from there.
Oh, I'm so excited! Thank you.
Because that's the kind of cards I try to vibrate to. The kind that you look at and should be able to pick up from it and read from. These are the type of cards I like. I don't want to just look at it and be like, hold on a minute and have to read a book.
Right.
I like cards I can interpret my own meaning into it. Those are the cards I like. I want to be able to put my own, what I see in it, not what they see in it or what they meaning is, because that meaning that might not be for that person at that time. I want to be able to interpret because I'm feeling that person's energy at that moment, and I want to be able to interpret that meaning at that time because later on it might be another meaning for it, not for that book at that time. So I want to be able to read what I'm feeling for the card at that time. Do that make sense?
That's right.
Completely, totally. Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, Warrior, sometimes nothing makes sense with you around.
Me,
when it comes to
my deck, when I got my deck at the Botanica shop in Charlotte,
I do got these cards because I don't really, mess with the right of way. So I do got these for myself because I don't really do use these, but I got these for myself because I really don't use these. So I can go and get the basic learn from them. Because I stay away from that deck. It don't really just resonate with me, but it's other card forms that do resonate with me that go on that wavelength. So I do know some of the cards, but I have to know all of them to be able to buy the cards that I want that do resonate with me. That's on that wavelength.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So yeah.
It's like when I got my cards, like I said, I went to the Botanica shop, kept looking at all the cards, and the goddesses cards just kept screaming out like, I'm right here. And I picked them up and love them. I haven't been able to put them down, but you're probably going to get a little just jealous because I'm going to get in tune with the other set.
I hope those really
resonate. She was talking to them today. She introduced them to each other today. She introduced them to each other as sisters of each other, and they were going to be love and peace. I just sat there and watched like, this is so cute, amazing. And now I don't feel strange for saying, hello, Birdie. And how are you today, Claire? It's normal. It is normal.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm like, this is a combination. I'm like, well, if you work with angels, this would be like, that was kind of awesome, you know?
Yeah.
You gonna make me hungry, man. I ain't ate nothing but a bag of chips all day.
I mean,
got done making some, just got done microwaving some leftover pieces of chicken that I made last night. Homemade.
Stephanie right now seasoning up the chicken.
Y'all know what? You know, we was talking about, you know, healthy stuff the other night, not the other night, but the other week, we was talking about healthy stuff for Patrick. And y'all told me to leave the white sugar alone. Now I left the white sugar. I've been doing brown sugar ever since. Somebody actually said, have you lost weight? I said,
Yeah.
I don't know. I said, you like you lost weight. I'm like, thank you.
That's right.
So somebody said, look like I've lost weight. I'm like, no wonder my pants keep falling off.
The average person starts out at losing 4 pounds when they stop eating sugar.
That was, you know, the last two just loosened all my pants, but I just lost some weight. I'm like, whoa.
When I think it was maybe a year ago.
Who loses weight around the holidays?
For real?
Maybe a year ago, I admitted that I'm a pescatarian. Because for a while it was just, no, I just don't like red meat. And just left it at that. But when I actually took the time and was like, no, I don't believe that you should eat everything and all these different things, I started to see a lot of things differently. Mm-hmm. My mind was more clear and I had a different feeling for things. All the way down to the things that I ate. All the way down to the things that I drank. And it wasn't so much of caring for myself, it was more of concern for the earth.
You girl, I've been saying for the longest, my body is trying to purge.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying that for the longest. My body is trying to purge. When something you say, that's because you didn't click with something that I didn't say it. I've been saying my body is trying to purge because every time I eat something, meat, fried, or whatever, my stomach gets sick. I get sick on the stomach.
Mm-hmm. It's letting you know, don't eat this again. That's it.
You know, I used to be eating ribs and stuff. It's, you know, the pork. I didn't have to come back. Fast food, no more. I've had to just. My diet right now is like, literally right now is boiled chicken.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I baked mine.
I deep fried mine last night when I made it.
The bulk of my diet when I do eat.
All of a sudden, I woke up one day and I decided to be who I am. That's the best way to put it. I started actually saying out loud, no, I don't like this. No, I don't want this. Your vibe is too negative or, you know, whatever the case may be. And it has made me feel so different in a different aspect of life. Mm-hmm. So when it comes down to the things that I eat, I tried this year. I called myself, well, even though I don't eat pork year round, I'm going to try to eat me some chitlins. It tore my stomach apart.
Yeah.
It did something to my spiritual well-being.
Look, and it's funny. It's like as soon as you eat, it's like it's coming straight out.
Yeah.
You feel it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got to after. I'm like, it's not coming out that fast, but it's like immediately after you got to go to the bathroom.
You know something's not happening. It's better to go behind closed doors because this ain't right.
I want to do some readings.
You get so bad that you stop eating for a couple days.
What?
Yeah,
Have you ever got so bad?
detox with water.
Let me get finished chewing and I'll answer your question.
I know. I think this is my last process.
I had two different cases. One was, like you said, did I ever feel sick where I couldn't eat a few days? Yes, I have. One time when I made a spicy dish, my stomach hurted so much that I had heartburn for a few days and I couldn't eat anything else. But there has been a few cases where I ate too much in a single day and I couldn't eat for a couple of days because of the amount that I ate. So yeah, I had a case of me having a form of sickness from eating a dish and not being able to eat for a few days. But I also had it where I ate too much and couldn't eat for a few more days.
Mm-hmm.
But like, imagine if I were to make like 50 pieces of homemade chicken and eat them all in one night, which is impossible. But if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to eat for several days on end.
But you know what? It's like, is this the order? You purge your mind first and then you purge your body?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And if you don't do it willingly, your body goes into a state of physically becoming sick and mentally you become irate with everything automatically. Mm-hmm. And that's when you're like, you know what? I have to separate and reground myself because I have allowed and I have helped so many people that it has sickened me to a point where I can't digest my food or I can't digest my feelings because those are two different things.
Right.
Like the gifts that I have, I feel like if I don't pay attention to them, then it doesn't allow me to fully fulfill and enjoy my life. And I just got to know myself and I'm going to enjoy it. So it's going to be okay as soon as I figure out what's going on.
Lois,
they had diagnosed me with irritable bowel syndrome, so it was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, they've given me colonoscopies, endoscopy. Like they've tested me for a lot of things because of what I feel like, but all of my tests come back that I'm fine and that I'm healthy, but I'm not. Like I'm sick or I don't feel well or I'll sleep a lot, but nothing's coming up. Or there's nothing that they see wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like more and more that I ignore my ancestors, the longer that this goes on.
Mm-hmm. By the way, warrior princess, whenever I look at your hair, I get quite jealous because I always wanted to have a different form of hairstyle in my life, but I don't have the hair I like you do. But the good thing about you is that your hair is nice, juicy, and tender like my chicken here. I love you, warrior. You have been like one of my favorite friends that I've gotten to meet and know since I first met you.
Maintenance. This is just easy maintenance, baby. That's all it is. I just try something new.
Patrick wanted a reading, Lois.
I seen it.
One more time. Let's see, Advertise.
Oh, yeah.
Pull some cards too.
He asked for you. I'm always pulling him cards.
Oh. I'm gonna need my glasses, y'all. Okay, Patrick. First card came out, purification. Time to detoxify and cleanse your body and mind. Okay. Your second card is Hathor, the goddess Hathor. Allow yourself to receive. This would increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. And Patrick, the third card was a Isis. She's a past life, represent past life. The situation involves your past life memories. So I feel like all the cards are basically telling me, cleanse yourself from any negative vibes that has been trying to affect you. Okay. Allow yourself to receive more. You're gonna get more downloads, and these downloads are going to be helping others. Okay, and those downloads are coming from a past life. Yep.
How you doing, Judith? So Brian, Patrick, you probably need to cleanse because you're doing a lot of spiritual work. Take time, purify, cleanse yourself because you're doing a lot. And then you to the planets. That's a biggie.
Yep. And remember, we always got some gremlins out there sending hate, So take time to detoxificate yourself. And you're going to get a major download. You see that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, my brother. You're welcome, Patrick. Love you.
See, girl, you good. I can't wait to see what you do with the mother cards.
I'm just like a vessel, a messenger, It's whatever guides and spirits that are attached to people that I'm able to tune to them and they speak to my guides and it just comes from.
Judith wants cards, baby.
Huh?
Show Judith your talent. Judith wants some cards too.
Judith?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's wonderful, Patrick.
Wow, beautiful. Start burning some sage in your house too, Patrick. Have you been doing that lately? Oh, you're amazing, Patrick. Thank you. What messages? What messages do you have?
Yes, you must.
Ooh, that one jumped out. Judith, the first card came out, Medicine Woman. You are a channel of divine healing power. Okay. The second card, Judith, you got Guinevere, True Love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. The third card, Judith, is the Guardian. You and your loved ones are always spiritually protected. Girl, you strong. You're a medicine woman. And the love that you give to others, hey, you're unstoppable. Ain't nobody could touch you or your family.
Spot on.
Wow.
That was
Love,
spot on.
you got some amazing cards. I felt that energy with you. Woo.
And see, I know Judas already, so that was spot on.
Wow. I just know Judith a little bit through the chat. Wow. You got some powerful guys with you.
Oh, that was spot on for Judith.
Yeah. Wow. Love you too,
I
Judith.
don't know if I can even pull calls for her because I already know her. And I already know she's, so I, if I pull calls for her, I'm gonna be, pulling that in her cards because I already know because I've already pulled that in her. So I'm already seeing that, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
When you pull that, I'm already, that's spot on, mm.
Since I know Stephanie, do her a reading, warrior. Give her a reading.
I don't even know what cards to use, really.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, it's not a bad thing. See,
it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
See, this is my thing right here. Is trying to see what cards that I need to read people, not tell them where they are in life, but like person like you, tell you what you need to be doing or something with your gifts. These are the cards I'm trying to come up with. And this is where I'm lost a little bit. Like when I was trying to do with Brian, I think it was Brian I was trying to do, and I was kind of lost, and that's why I was, trying to figure out which cards to use. This is more than just, I'm trying to get the feel of what cards to use to do this journey with. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And not sure, or I might wind up having to make some. I don't know.
Look, Patrick and Robin are saying use the round cards.
The what?
For Lois to use the round cards. And yes, Patrick, burn some sage. He said no, he hasn't.
You are right, Lois. Yeah, Juice, I know. I know you. I did too many readings for you to not know how your readings will sound.
Wow. Judith can come on here. She can at least come on live.
She's been on here with me before.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Judith?
I saw her, yeah.
She's not shy. There's other people I gotta try to get on here like Shannon, Denise, Laura.
Maria talked me into it as she dialed the number. She said, either we can use my phone or we can use yours. All I said was, hey, I got Zoom. I would like to do it. I just don't know what to say. But as I was saying that, she was already proceeding to pick up cell phones. So I was like, okay, let's do this. I'm already embracing who I am. I would love to talk to this lady. I've seen her maybe 2 or 3 videos. Let's do it.
Okay, I pulled the free spirit card. This, no, y'all can't see it. It says to hold within is to deny the light you carry. To share opens you to the abundance of the universe and the gifts you have carried through time.
Wow.
Wow.
Spoken expressions finds receptive outlets. Self-worth expands and intensifies. So this card is saying about, the gifts that you've carried through
Wow.
time. It's speaking of your inherited gifts.
Yeah. Spot on.
And this card represents the throat chakra and creative talents.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe I should put my chair in my room.
Then I pulled the universal forgiveness. Forgiveness of self before the healing process is complete. By forgiving the self, you move beyond the ego and into the universal. Within forgiveness is peace and tranquility. To forgive self is to let go. Forgiveness means learning. It is a gift of understanding you. Give yourself. So is there something you need to let go, you blame yourself for, that you hold against
Couple
yourself?
things.
Huh?
A couple different things.
Well, the card say you need to let that go so you can move forward.
That's right.
Forgive
Make
yourself.
my heart beat fast.
Forgive yourself. It's time to move forward.
Yep. Embrace who you are. Embrace some gifts and stop worrying about what other people say.
This card says
Yeah,
universal
and I
healing.
shouldn't worry too much about what someone says about my videos because I just had someone message me on Hangouts that is telling me to take down one of my videos that I made back in August of last year, but edited in May of this year and made it publicly available. And the video that I did had a Confederate flag in the back, but I'm not gonna do that just because you are offended by that flag.
All right, Angel. Let me finish this reading, baby.
I love you.
Okay, I got universal healing. You need only reach for the limitless well of energy. Healing brings release and new growth. There's a connection with nature as the healing within takes place. With healing, you draw peace to your soul. You were created through a healing process. You heal as you evolve. So, and this could be that you might be a healer too.
Mm-hmm. I told you.
What did we just talk about last year, Maria? What did my family inform me of?
Starting
I
coming.
know that, I've always done to home remedies, but
The first thing you need to do, let go of the stuff that you are holding within you before you can move forward. So you're not through purging the stuff you hold inside of you. Once you release that, then you can move forward.
Yep.
Purge that out so you can move forward.
That's right.
And then embrace your gifts.
okay.
You spot on, Lois. You are so spot on. Wow. Yeah. You're right, Stephanie?
Yeah, Stephanie, you all of a sudden became quiet there. Is there anything wrong or is everything okay?
What's wrong, baby?
No, I'm good. I'm a very analytical thinker. I got it. I'm okay. Thanks, everybody. I'm here.
She's resonating with them. That's what it is. Because it's spot on, Lois. Spot on. Yep. Let go. Let all that go. Yep. Yes.
And it's funny because my family had to tell me which deck to use. Pull out the ones.
This is a magical moment. Wow.
We're Stephanie. All of us here, we're a soul tribe family. We are in tune with each other. We help each other. We give knowledge to each other. We accept each other for who we are, you know? And
When I was a child, I would sit at home with my dad sometimes, and I would say, I want to go home. I want to go home. I'm sitting at home, but I want to go home. That's all I would say. Right here, right now, I feel at home. And I'm not in my apartment. My apartment is across town, but it's a sense of being. I've never felt that the home is a physical place. It's a soulful adventure that is ongoing and ever changing. Mm-hmm. And I get it. And I understand is the only response that I have. I understand that I can no longer hide or try to alter who I am, what I come from, and the ability of being who I have been created to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Yes, girl.
Yeah.
At least you guys had some kind of insight that family members have done this. Not me. Like I said, they were the very devoted Christians, and for me to even speak about spirits and things that I was hearing and experiencing, yeah.
Oh. Well, it was a lot of stuff going on in my family. And yeah, did you see the eyes? Oh goodness. I know everybody talking about the eyes. It was a lot of stuff going on in my family. I ain't gonna much lie. So, that's why, some people come to me and tell me things. And the average person probably wouldn't take, even in different communities that we own here. I'd take a lot more than other communities would because of my background.
Right.
Of where I come from. Because I've been through a little bit more than average.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. That's what gives us strength. That gives us strength. The hard life we've been through.
Yeah, I've been through a little bit more than average, and probably experienced a little bit more than average, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, when people tell me something that really seem metaphysical and really out there, I really have to ponder over it because I know a lot of stuff can be real.
Yep.
Somebody said they didn't see an angel. Okay. You got my attention. My mom just seen one. She described it.
When she spoke about it.
Look, we seeing an angel right now, right here on the screen.
When Stephanie spoke about that angel that she seen, I was there. She said, look behind you to the sky. I looked behind and looked up. There it goes, plain to see, a beautiful angel. But they're just hovering around our apartment complex. And the thing is, after that, when we seen that, I think felt like it was protecting our apartment complex because we seen it. To me, it looked like a person while going through the cut, but there's no way for you to go anywhere behind the apartment complex we were at. So I go one direction. She goes another direction. We meet up and we're like, where is he? Where is he? I'm like, okay, it's time to go. Yes.
Seen the one in the sky as well.
Yep.
I was thinking of the angel with the dress with the flute in the sky. And
Yep.
out of nowhere, as soon as you saw it, it started raining. Maybe 45 minutes before that, someone walked across the parking lot into nowhere.
Yep.
I'm sorry I'm backed up because I'm crying because I realized what she was talking about was different from what I was talking about, but both of these events happened on the same night.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that night we were talking about, stuff like this because she was getting to know who I am. And I'm telling you, I hear spirits, whatnot. And she's telling me little things. And all of a sudden she sees that and I see it. And I'm like, wow, confirmation.
Well, I went to where I was like, I don't want to see that people. I don't want to see that people. I don't want to see that people.
Thank you. And see, I can be exact.
And my daughter sees spirits. Now, my daughter sees full apparition spirits. She can see the whole thing. And, it was funny because Maria seen the spirit standing behind me.
Well,
My daughter had just left. My daughter had just left. I said, oh, Maria, oh, it just been a few minutes sooner that my daughter could have heard that because she'd be seeing the spirit standing behind me too.
Mm-hmm.
If she just could have heard your confirmation on her seeing it, oh God, that just probably at least open her eyes up to let her know she's not the only one seeing stuff,
I'm not to her. I can describe things right now. I see children, I see men, I see death, I see life.
My mama, is not here no more to help her with that journey, She's not here to help me. That was my everything right there, So, we kind of like lost after she passed. We was lost, and it was kind of like left up to me. And I'm like, why me? She knew everything, I'm like, why me? I'm like, oh Lord, it's left up to me now.
Because you learned from your mom. You gained that knowledge. And
I didn't gain all of it. And then she left me with a cliffhanger.
But she's still giving you knowledge.
But then she left me with a cliffhanger. And then that frustrated me because she left me with a cliffhanger.
The open puzzle that you're left with. Mm-hmm. It's like an open puzzle, and you're like, here, figure this out. But you feel them there, you feel them watching, you feel them giving a response, but you don't hear it. You don't see it, but you have a puzzle in front of you, and you know it belongs to you.
She said, it was like 1 or 2 days before she passed. And she's like, it's you. I'm like, huh? She says, you. That's okay. Like, now I'm like, me what?
You have that ability, that same ability she has, you have it.
So now I'm like, it's stuck in my head because it's like, huh? So, but I didn't question it because I didn't know she was from to pass.
But she's been guiding you, going through these channels, starting picking up these tarot cards. She's helping you, guiding you. You understand what I'm saying? And in your dreams, she comes to you as well.
So, I left with a cliffhanger because, I've been searching, trying to figure out what. And I done been through probably every tarot card reader through here trying to figure out what.
That's my son who walked in and being loud.
So sorry. I would have had some reaction. Okay. I have to end mine. My phone is gonna hang up because it's dead, okay?
Okay.
I really enjoyed talking to you, and hopefully you're gonna be on in about 45 minutes because I cannot step away from this whole connection that I feel because I finally feel like I have answers.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And for me, somebody like me, it's very hard to find answers and understanding in the same sentence. And it seems like you have that. And it seems like we have some of the same similarities. And therefore, I really do want to keep in contact with you, if you don't mind.
Thank you. I don't mind. Thank you so much,
Okay.
dear.
And
And
if
I'm gonna
you,
try to get those cards out to you. Probably send to Maria's address since I already got her address. And
okay,
Maria just pass them on.
okay. I will be back on shortly.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. I think Maria got a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, you still here? Okay.
No, it was the other person. I think Maria might be leaving as well.
I gotta get back on. Someone tried to call me. Now the volume is low. I can't really hear
All
you.
right.
Okay.
Now it's just you, me, and you. I love that cute giggle of yours.
Well, thank you.
But hey, Lisa, you are always one great reader to everyone.
I try to be.
Well,
I
hey,
try to.
well, hey, maybe you can read my lips.
I didn't know. I didn't catch none of that. But I'm glad that I can help people. Um, that's one of my goals because they help me, and I want to return a favor and help them. They helped me on my journey to my purging. Um, they helped me to get where I am today. And so I want to show my gratitude and help others. That's what you do. We help each other grow, you know. One hand, when I fall, they pick me up because I ain't perfect either. I will fall in a heartbeat. I've been able to stay up though, you know. It's not like I haven't had things going on in my life, but I've been able to handle things a lot better. I haven't had no breakdowns, you know, like I usually do. I haven't had to go on no rants because y'all know me good about going on rants.
Yeah, and sometimes we just need that peaceful mind to help us, and then it'll inspire us to do the same or for ourselves, where it'll help you help others out.
hmm But you know, my grandbabies, that was a big puzzle in my life. You know, that helped me stay depressed all the time. I had to, let that go because that was a lot of my problems, a lot of my vampirism to where that was taking a lot of my energy away. I had to back off of that. Um, that helped a lot. Um, they doing fine. They doing fine. The kids are doing fine. Um, the mother's doing fine. I just had to step back, you know. Stop letting that get to me because it was getting to me.
Yeah, it seems as though it was like the same way as well.
hmm So, I got many videos of me talking about them grandbabies and oh Lord. I just had to step back. stop letting that get to me. That's what I was saying.
Like pictures. Stay
Sorry,
there.
Robin. Sorry. Thank you, Robin. Sorry, Marie, I didn't see. I was talking. I was running my mouth. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I got me.
I'm gonna have to hold my phone. Let me pause. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I went to talking and running my mouth.
That's okay.
Mhm.
Robin, help me out. Thanks, Robin.
Yeah, like I said, I don't go on my rants like I used to. So, I've been doing that I am love and trying to keep my heart light
That's
and not
right.
heavy. Because, you know, we got other things to fight. And, you know, I have to think it's other things in the world that we need to do.
Mhm.
And we need to make sure that, you know, my grandkids have somewhere to stay in this world.
I think the
After I'm
chicken.
gone, after my daughter's gone, you know, that the great grandkids, you know, still have a planet left, you know.
Right.
Um, yeah. So right now it's still not looking too good.
It's a progress. I mean, it's not gonna
You
happen.
know, we got the healings going on for Mother Earth, but it's like it's so much going on, you know. It's gonna take a lot more of what we're doing to counteract what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to where we be having to do this every day just to try to count out what's going on. I know they were saying something about the volcanoes uh erupting up somewhere in California.
Well, the other night there was also a 7.0 magnitude earthquake in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, that was.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin lives out there, and she sent us pictures of the devastation and letting us know that she's okay, to not to worry.
Wow. So see, it's like that's what I'm saying. There's so much going on.
It is. And that's people who are doing negative stuff, feeding that, you know, them evil entities. And we need to start battling. Even people within our own community, we need to start sending love to everybody in our own community, because we're easily, you know, something easily could attach itself to us and you're not aware of it. And then if it's attached to you and it's feeding off of you and feeding you a different insight that you think that you're following it right, not along it's not right, all you're doing is harming yourself and others. You feel me? You have to be right in mind here and right in here. And one has to protect themselves at all time, even if you're walking to the car or going, you know, taking out the garbage or whatever. You have to protect yourself and be aware of these things.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it in our community where I'm like just in shock, but all I do is just send them out love, happiness, and the strength to endure and wake up and see that they got something attached to themselves.
I'm trying to see, can I find something about the volcano that I've heard that's supposed to be threatening California. California's volcano threat. This was in 2017. This was in 2018. California Volcano Observatory has named 3 volcanoes in California as a very high threat volcanoes. This is in May 12, 2018.
Wow. And then they got them earthquakes. So that's just gonna
Okay.
be
Do you know I had somebody come to the food pantry from Hawaii?
really
Yes.
wow.
This last food pantry day, I served somebody from Hawaii.
That is awesome. Did they move on there recently?
Yes.
Wow.
So I didn't really just have time to talk to her, but from Hawaii. So is something going on in Hawaii right now?
I know Hawaii's still getting them eruptions, ain't they? But they're not so strong as they were before. I'm gonna look. Let me.
Yeah, I'm trying to see because I got somebody from Hawaii in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Wow. I know right now there's one in Chile as of today that will be located in central Chile. Japan was on December 2nd.
Where is Alex when you need him?
Can't pronounce. I know Alex always knows everything. Where is Alex?
I don't know. Where is Alex when you need him?
Right. But I'm looking at the recent ones, like they're showing ones from today, the 1st. And I'm on what website I'm on. I am on Volcano Discovery. Volcanoes as of today.
I was just curious because I had somebody up there.
Wow. How I know there's been a lot of volcano eruptions lately. I've been seeing a lot of earthquake happenings, a major of them all over the world, especially over there like near Alaska region. And then I mean, yeah, the weather's getting crazy, and to me, I feel like 2019, there's going to be more mayhem, weather mayhem. And I feel like this is all tied to what Patrick and Wayne was talking about the planets going through changes, because now we are in the Sagittarius arm, a new part of space that we have not been, been in. And the planets have been now experiencing something new. And all this is going to be affected our planets, and our planet is going to be affected weather-wise. And I do believe that this new part of space has some things that are not right,
Yeah. Got to do it. Oh, I'm blind.
Don't worry, that's why I got my glasses. Don't feel bad. I'm blind too. Oh, you got it.
I think this is it said dated 11/28/2018. This is Hawaii right here.
Wow.
Let me start it back from the beginning if I can.
Oh, Lord.
So it says November 28, 2018.
Wow. And that's in Hawaii, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's still going.
And showing the street before and after.
I mean, it's always been active, but not as this. Not in this intensity. Yeah, Patrick says that the earth is letting us know that she is not happy and we need to listen.
So, like I say, it made my suspicions because I got somebody from Hawaii that came to the pantry.
Wow. And she confirmed it, right?
Oh no, I didn't get just really talk to her. I just know I have somebody from Hawaii,
Wow.
and that was unusual. I don't get people from Hawaii. So, yeah. So I seen that date on there on like 2008 November. I mean, that's yeah.
Wow.
Then I seen some by California. Did you find anything?
I didn't find anything.
What is she trying to look for?
Any volcano activity in California.
Let me see.
Oops. Well, they're showing an active and potentially active volcanoes in California: Medicine Lake, Mount Shasta, Lassen Peak, Clear Lake, Long Valley, including Inyo, Mano, and Mammoth, and Castle Peak. I'm going to their website now, and I'm on the Seismic Safety Commission website.
How was your day, Jerry?
This was posted. I'm trying to figure out when was this posted. Well, it says that more than 500 volcanic events have been identified in the state of California. At least 76 of these vents have erupted, some repeatedly during the last 10,000 years. Sooner or later, volcanoes in California will erupt again, and they could have serious impacts on the health and safety of the state citizens as well as the economy. As Dan Miller from the USGS says. And then they show, let me see, Mount Shasta, which is 14,162 above sea level, feet wise, and it just shows the mountain.
Because I heard somebody said something about there, and they was raising concern about it.
Yeah, since what they're saying, there will be a very devastating impact on that state. Because imagine if volcano starts going up and it starts happening, what's next? The plates, earthquakes.
So remember I was talking about doing healings for the volcanoes to settle down, and Oh, wow. It's just so much.
Yeah.
You know, we missed the one in Hawaii already because people already done evacuated because stuff is already then exploded. I mean,
We need to
and I'm,
start. I know there's
I'm
like an app or a website where they show like right now what's going on in each mountain, which volcano. So that
yeah.
we, we see it simmering up and okay, you guys, let's get together and let's put let's put this volcano out.
Open. They have 8 active volcanoes in California.
Isn't that something?
Ooh wee.
That's a lot.
I didn't even know California had volcanoes like that.
I didn't know that either. I did not know that either. Wow.
And what they were saying is they were trapped. They weren't gonna be able to get out.
Wow. Yeah, Robert, it is going to affect people. I should Google how many volcanoes are in the United States. You'll probably be surprised.
Yeah. You probably don't want to know.
I want to know so I can stay clear from.
We have a volcano here.
Wow, look at that.
Wow. I did
Show me
not
that
know that.
site.
You have a volcano where you live there?
Hold on.
Yeah, Robin, I agree. That's her way of releasing her stress.
I'm looking at this is Hawaii's right here. All they volcanoes. And they have quite a bit.
Wow.
Idaho. And Louisiana.
Mm.
I was like, we got one? Oh my.
Anything about the
Mississippi.
Carolinas?
Like Mississippi has 2.
Wow.
Nevada. New Mexico has quite a few.
Angel, I don't get hangouts, but I don't pay attention.
Oregon.
Um,
Ooh, Oregon got a lot.
Ooh, wow.
God. Oh,
Good Lord.
wee. That's a lot.
Yeah.
South Dakota, 1. Texas, 2. Utah. Virginia. Washington. It's
So
still a lot.
my state is good.
Wyoming.
Oh my goodness. Good night, Patrick. Much love and
Good
sleep.
night, Patrick.
God bless you.
Oh shit! Sorry, my language.
So, do anybody see they stayed on here?
I'm
That's how many.
looking for Minnesota if it's in there.
Wow.
So Oregon and and then they got edit options on here, I guess, just in case you find some more.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't see the Minnesota on here. That's because I'm guessing Minnesota doesn't have a volcano.
Yeah, that will be it.
Arizona got a lot too.
Carolina don't have one either, which is good. Not Lois. Now you gotta look up that mountain that's in your state.
No.
Where is that at?
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, I got one too. So, you just click on it and it just took me to it. So,
Wow.
wow. Interesting. Did not know we had one.
Wow.
St. Bernard Parish.
And the ones are in red, is that means that they're active or?
I'm guessing that means they active.
Ooh, Lord. I'm surprised they don't even got the state of Alaska up in there. Oh, no, they do. Hello.
Yeah, they do.
Here. Oh, and it tells you the last eruptions too.
The coordination and everything. So, how they meters and feet? I mean, who measuring it? Woo!
They're time.
They trying to get donations, huh? If everyone reading this gave this $3, you could keep Wikipedia thriving for years to come. Yeah, okay. So that's it, y'all.
Wow.
Some of these states you might want to move out of.
For real.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Then stay clear from there.
Yeah. We just whew. Okay.
Your house on that valley.
Whew. Yeah. That's a lot. That was a lot. Well, you learn. You definitely learn. But without a volcano, that's a lot of volcanoes. If all of them erupted, I don't think there'd be no place to go.
No.
To be honest with you, that's a lot of volcanoes.
There'll be some little islands, remnants of what was the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It just because some of those states would be just depleted, just destroyed like it wasn't there. How could we possibly sell all those volcanoes? And then, that's just a lot to think about.
It's a lot to ponder. Yeah.
Or, is it meant for us to just get out these meat suits? It's the only thing they can destroy.
What was that again?
I said maybe it's just meant for us to get out the meat suits. I mean, it's the only thing that can destroy it. It's the meat suit. It's the
Right.
flesh.
Yep.
So maybe, it's to make sure that we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Yep.
that's a lot. That's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. We just gonna have to ponder. We have to put our brains together, and we got to, it's a lot of power here. There's a lot of brains here. It's a lot of
And there's
intuition.
also a lot of warriors in here to help defeat it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm looking at you, Warrior Princess. I imagine that you have 100 of yourself to help defeat this.
Well, there is no one person. It's gonna take warriors together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only one person.
Yeah. But
We need.
doing the right thing with doing those decks that has to do with the planets.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a better way of talking also to the planets,
Yeah.
and giving us feedback on what we should be doing to help them,
Yeah. Because I just need to work at it. Stephanie's coming back. What did she say?
She's in the kitchen. She's in the kitchen. I got her cooking. Oh, she's putting some of that Southern love,
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, but I don't know why I'm looking at it the wrong way or something. Like I say, everybody just gonna have to put their heads together. I think it's great that Patrick is talking to the other planets. Maybe we come up.
Find some ways of helping that planet.
Yeah. My battery is low.
I know. I had to plug
on your computer or on your phone?
My computer. Maybe he'll come across something that might help us. By talking to the planets too. I don't know. I'm kind of lost right now. That's why I bring you guys on so we can just come up here and just think together.
Right. Because the diversity is a key. Everybody has great minds, but have different ideas that could come together and make it work.
I don't know. Looking at all the volcanoes kind of threw me.
What threw you off was that the one that's in Louisiana. That's what threw you off. Yes, girl, you got one in your home state.
I'm like, looking at all the volcanoes, it just got, woo. Like, really? And then some of those states got like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the volcanoes, like firecrackers. It could be like a chain reaction.
Yeah. I think it will be consistent, like almost like a nuclear bomb if all of those was to hit all at one time.
Yeah. And it just, oof. And like I said, put it on my mind because I got somebody from Hawaii came to the pantry. I'm like, interesting. So that was brought to my attention. And I guess that's a way for us, get busy. Like Jeff would say, it's time to get busy.
Right. Yep. Stop talking about it and let's start working. Start let the actions go and play. You know.
People are dying. People losing more faith.
Mm-hmm.
People are scared. Um, it's gonna be harder to reach people. The more tragedy happens, the more fear kicks in. The harder it's gonna be to reach people because that fear base is gonna be in there. And the people who's coming in losing everything, that depression is gonna be in. The ones that who've lost loved ones, that's gonna be in. So we're gonna be working against a lot of stuff because these fresh people coming in, they gotta go through the depression, the purging, and everything. So it's gonna be a long process before they can even come to where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
So that means what? The people that's here right now, we alone. Because these people got to go through this process before we can even get to our level. And they have to come to this mind on their own.
Yeah. And want it.
But we know we're going to have some to come to this level because usually most people come to this level doing hardship.
Yeah.
Some type of trouble. The awakening process usually follows some type of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Some type of depression, some type of hardship. Why do the awakening have to come from some type of hardship, some type of depression or something? I don't know.
That's because we beat ourselves so bad that we mentally break down.
Why do you have to be broken before you awaken?
The awakening happens is because that's when we have our spirit guides, our angels, our higher source, our creator that's coming down and intervening saying, no, baby girl, you're not going through no depression. No, you're not going crazy. You are here to help mankind, and here are the tools. You know, are going to be coming into with other people that are same their mind thinking like you, and who are more on a higher level than you are, so you could understand that and appreciate that level. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you the truth, everybody, if someone says that, like I keep saying that, if they say that, oh, I know all the answers and I'm with one, I'm within higher self, higher creator, we are all evolving. We are all learning every day.
Oh, yeah.
There's not one person out there that's perfect.
Mm-mm. It's not, but just the same. Why hardship though? Why it can't be a happy moment then awakening?
Because at that time, before
Then near death experience is a near death experience or an awakening. I've heard people say, they almost died, then they had the awakening. It's a depression, then awakening, or they're going through a hardship, then awakening. But I've never had like a happy story and an awakening.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting on. I ain't got none yet.
But you lost your mother. You lost your mother, and after losing your mother, you started gaining knowledge of who you truly was, who you truly are, and what you are capable of.
Well, I already kind of knew what was going on before she died. I mean, we all, did stuff and whatnot before she even died. I mean, that was, a big secret, We even dabble in stuff together.
Wow.
But yeah, exactly, Robin. It's like we have to be jolted or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like broken
But
down.
you always been aware, but you haven't been in tune with it until that setback, or that depression, or that joke, or whatever. We always been in tune, like you said, but like to take it serious and take our own self serious, that's the awakening process for me. Because
Mm-hmm.
me, uh, always been in tune, always been aware. But when I really realized who I really was and my inabilities and whatnot was, what was it, that March when that super blood moon that happened, full moon, and
Uh-huh.
at the same time, it woke me up. Like that energy force of that event woke me up. Like, whoa, just started getting mega downloads. Things that I was unaware. I was more into the Santeria religion. And then Santeria, they don't really, if they use a lot of crystals and a lot of crystal healing and aura cleansing and just sending out loving vibrations to people, healing them.
Mm-hmm.
Always a ritual. Sometimes they got to use blood, an animal sacrifice to complete that ritual. And no, I don't do that. I take some of their concepts, some, like I said, it just, it just comes to me for some reason.
Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna have to give that person a call. That wanted a reading. 'Cause I don't think she came in. But tell Stephanie I'm probably gonna come back on later. I think we've been on for quite a while.
Okay,
Yeah,
definitely.
because I think we've been on for a good part of like maybe 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Let's,
So,
yeah, go back on later and we'll definitely talk more.
Yeah, definitely so.
uh, I don't know if it'll be tonight. Y'all know I'm not
Maybe
really a
maybe
night
tomorrow,
person.
maybe later this week. I don't know. Just stay tuned.
If I sleep and wake up, I might come back on.
Well,
But
the
y'all know
funny
I'm
thing
not
is
really a
that
night person.
the
So
funny thing is, Warrior Princess, the other the night when I was on a person stream on Zoom as well, I was laying in my couch holding my sheets, and one person in the chat was like, "That dude on his couch looked like he's about to fall asleep." I was not even sleepy before he said it. Then all of a sudden, my body started becoming a bit tiresome, a bit the de-energized, etc. But no, I did not fall asleep on the stream. But I did get the sense of it was time for me to go to bed. But I went to bed after the stream was over.
Well, that's
he,
good.
he put it on you.
On the stream.
He spoke it on you. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Yep.
he spoke it on me like.
Manifested it.
Yeah, he did. Um, but y'all, thank y'all for coming on with me.
No problem.
Sunday.
It's always great being with you. Then you have a great night there as well, Maria.
You too. Thank you, Angel.
By
Much.
the way, Word Princess, I have a stream coming up at 8 p.m. my time. I mean, you don't have to come on. You can just say hi to the people in the chat. But I know that you haven't been on my stream or channel in such a long time or a while.
Okay, Angel. I see you in there.
Yep, see you in there.
I see you in there.
He's too cute.
Yeah, he is. I've been on Angel for a while now.
Aw.
But let me end this stream because I always don't want my streams to go too long because I'd be scared they're gonna chop my streams.
Right.
And I
Well, let
keep
me
saying I'm not gonna have no long streams to keep them from cutting my stuff.
I know, right?
I'm the only one that happens to. for some reason.
Ain't that so? We're gonna have to fix that. But everybody, love y'all. Namaste. Much love. Thank you, Warrior Princess.
I am love. We are love. Thank you for watching.